Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Let's Talk Broncos with your host, Kurt Valenti. Kenny K here from the Kenny K Sports Show, filling in for Jennifer Valenti. Kurt, week 2 in the books. Not the result the Denver Broncos and the Denver Bronco fans wanted, but how are you doing otherwise?
I'm doing good. I'm going on 3 podcasts tonight. Started at 7:30, baby. Let's go. I'm ready to roll. And listen, ugly on Sunday. I'm not gonna lie. Ugly on the defensive side of the ball. We'll get into it, but not good. And you're not gonna hear something from me. Let me just tell you right now what you're not gonna hear from me on this podcast
What are we not going to hear on this podcast?
for a long time. This is the best defense in the NFL. That's not the best defense in the NFL. We're not the best. It's not even close. Not
I
even
tell
close.
you, I tell you, we root for different teams. I'm a Giants fan. You're a Bronco fan, but we both have similar problems. You're not happy with your defensive coordinator, and I'm not happy with mine. So we're going to
Yep.
get into the show.
Yep.
Going to give people time to come in. I know they've been watching some of our friends' podcast. I was on one of our friends' podcasts. You're coming off a podcast, but our good friend and co-host fills in for us on K and K. He has his own show on the K and K Sports Show Network. What's the scoop? Scoop Woodham calling them the Denver Donkeys, Kurt.
Listen, hey, he has every right. I always argue with Scoops. I'm not arguing with him tonight. And by the way, Scoops, above and beyond, best team in football. He's Philadelphia Eagles. No one's even close.
No one's close right now,
No
and they're
one's
off to a
close.
hot start. And
Yep.
Scoops, check out what's the scoop
Yeah,
tomorrow
those
evening,
guys do a
7
great
p.m.
job.
Scoops with a couple of his friends, Brandon and Jay. They're going to be talking the world of sports. They do a great job over there. Keep up the good work, and we will see everybody over there tomorrow.
Kenny, don't I have to get on that show because when I'm in a mood and I'm watching them and I start firing comments, they're getting fired up. Listen to me. I think I throw Scoops totally off his
Listen, you get
agenda.
everybody fired up. I've seen a Seton Hall podcast our good friend Bobby was hosting, and they were all fired up with you over there.
Oh,
See?
did you see that? Scoops was on that.
Scoops, and the guy was getting fired up because you were throwing St. John's trolling out
Yeah,
there.
those
Love
guys had no answers. They were saying Rick Pitino's this and that. They
it.
didn't want. They don't want me. The one guy was even calling me Kurt. I don't know what name he was calling me. I had them all screwed up on that.
You had them all. You had them all going east, west, south, north, in
Yep.
every direction. Our good friend, everybody's friend, Michael Ronquillo, saying good
What's
evening,
up,
Kurt and
Michael?
Kenny, and Go Bo Broncos. He's giving you the
Go.
blue, orange, and the salute, Kurt. So I'm going to salute him as well. I don't know if you want to give Michael a salute. Give Michael a salute for us, Kurt.
Oh,
wait, there it is, and we'll get the show started. So, Kurt, I got a little, open agenda for the audience, open agenda for you. However the show goes, that's the direction we go in.
hey, I'm going to surprise you. I think you think I'm going to be screaming, yelling. I'm not.
No,
I'm not going to do it tonight. I'm going to be honest. I'm not doing it. I'm not.
We'll believe that at the end of the hour. I know Michael loves your rants, so we may get one.
No.
I'm going to try, Michael. I'm going to try and get one from him tonight. We'll see.
There's nothing to get fired up about. We're not Super Bowl contender right now. No way. No way.
That being said, like I said, open agenda, but I have some questions for Kurt. Kurt will just, however the show goes, that's the direction we like to go in. But Kurt, first one's simple. Give us a little recap of the game. It's Wednesday. It's a couple days later now. So, it's the middle of the week. You start looking forward to this week coming up. So give us a wrap-up recap in short words on for those who may have not seen the game, but they know the result.
Listen, very disappointing. Very Kenny, I always tell you this. It's never easy winning on the road. I don't care where you got to go to. Like, listen, Kenny, your Giants are struggling or whatever. But listen, and Kansas City struggling, need a win. Kenny, I'm picking the Giants this week. It's so hard to go on the road and win games in the NFL. But saying that, if I said to you, I'm going to put up 28 points. It's signed, it's sealed, it's delivered. We're 2-0. We're going on to play the Chargers. It didn't happen. I don't want to hear we missed the field goal. We shouldn't have. hit the center on the field goal attempt, Bo Nix. I don't want to hear it because I said this to you 100 times. When you are supposed to be the best defense in football against a terrible, terrible quarterback in Daniel Jones, I don't want to hear he's that. Come on, stop. You had the lead. I'm going to tell you this right now. If we kick that field goal, if let's kick that field goal and we went up by 5, we would still lose that game, Kenny. We would have given up a touchdown. Because, I mean, and again, I'm going to say it's from the defensive coordinator down. If you're the best defense in football and I am giving you the lead, bring the effing game home. End of story. That's it. Stop. I don't want to hear it with this guy. That I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear bonus. We put up 28 points. Done. With this defense, we should put up anytime we score 20, we should have a W. That's it. That's it. And you know what? It didn't happen. I'm going to go back to it again. Last year, Cincinnati, we didn't punt. I'm sorry, they didn't punt. Don't count the Chief game. They didn't play anybody. Go into Buffalo in a playoff game. James Cook is still running for a 10-yard gain on us. We never had a clue. We go now into this game. Jonathan Taylor, up and down the field on us, up and down the field. Just no adjustments. Our middle line, I'm so sick of seeing him covering covering tight ends and running backs and just getting torched. Just no creativity on the defensive side, no adjustments, nothing different. It's just like, here's what we can do. If you beat us, you beat us. I'm sick of it, Kenny. I'm sick of it. This defense is not the best defense in football. I'll be honest with you. It's not a great defense. It's just, I'm sorry, just a change is going to have to be made very soon on the defensive side of the ball, or this season's going to go south very, very fast.
Couple comments, Kurt. Well said, and I got a follow-up for you. So Pearl's saying hello. What's up, Ms. Pearl? Good to see you. Peter Johnson, Kurt, I'd like you to respond to this. Peter's always a good follower, friend of ours. Good welcome, Peter. The defense cannot be expected to carry this offense like it did last year. At some point, this offense, Peyton and Bo, need to be able to close games out.
That's true. That's right. Listen, I'm not going to go and say there's no blame there or whatever, but this team is constructed. This team is built. This team is paid to be a defensive first team. Okay, we spent a lot of money on the defensive side of the ball. And listen, Pat Surtain, I mean, are you joking? We can't cover Josh Downs. We can't cover Michael Pittman. We can't cover, who was the other guy? Oh my God, Pierce. Are you joking? Like, and they're just throwing at you? Like, sorry, we're just, you know what? This defense, again, anytime in the fourth quarter, I give this defense the lead. The expectation is to shut the game down, bring it home, and you win the game. That is what we are built on. It's what we're built on. And you know what? We failed versus the Chargers last year. We failed versus the Bengals last year. We failed versus Buffalo last year. And this defense failed this year versus the Colts.
And let me get another comment in from Peter. The reality is, if we don't hit the center and they miss, Denver wins. We are not complaining and we're celebrating. We are not complaining and we're celebrating a gritty, tough win. The offense needs to start scoring more points.
I agree. We're complaining. We're not complaining. We're celebrating a gritty win. I totally disagree with the offense needs to score more points. Our defense should not be giving up more than 28 points per game.
I'm with you there.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Personally, if the offense scores 20, we should win the game. That's how good. That is what everyone says our defense is. That is what we're paying for the defense. We're not getting our money's worth. We're where? And what are my whole thing is, what are the adjustments? I have seen teams just run down our throat. Think about it. The second game. Don't count Kansas City last year because they didn't play their guys. So you went from, I mean, I don't know. Did Buffalo punt? Seriously, 3 out of our last 4 games, teams don't punt on us. A change has to be made, Kenny. A change. We're not going to get where we want to get with Vance Joseph as our defensive coordinator.
Well, here's a good follow-up question for you. You said a couple minutes ago, paid a lot of money for this defense. You brought
Yep.
in players. You paid Sertan, Hufanga, but where is Dre Greenlaw, Kurt? Is it time to start panicking about Dre Greenlaw?
Yep.
Because now it's week 3 and he may not see the field in week 3. And you got
Yes.
Justin Stranad, who's a career backup player, and Alex Singleton as your linebackers. And look what happens. You run for 165 yards. Jonathan Taylor runs all over the field. So is it concerning now, Dre Greenlaw? That was one of my
Yes.
questions for you. Your leader that you brought in and paid a lot of money for has not sniffed the field, and it may look like there's a chance he may not play against the Chargers on Sunday.
Very concerning, Kenny. Very concerning. Listen, this isn't a guy that doesn't have a history of injuries. I mean, he's got a big history of injuries. So I'm very concerned about that. And again, listen, it's Singleton is like he can't cover. I'll be honest. You know what's gonna be a great matchup? Him versus Kelsey. Both of them. They're gonna be like lumbering both of them. Like they're gonna time them in the 50 at 9-7. Like, stop. I mean, seriously. But think about it. What do teams do? Okay, when he's in, have him cover Taylor in the back. Have him cover Warren. It's a mismatch. Why did we draft a first round pick? He's a joker. We're going to move him around. We're going to he doesn't even play. Like, let's go. Maybe put him in the linebacker spot, like on a 3rd and 7. So he's covering like the backside of the backfield and a tight end. Like, let's be creative. He has no creativity. None.
Let's flip sides, and I don't want this to all be negative, but I do want to know your concern level on the guy you brought in to be the Joker, Evan Ingram. I said this earlier on our friends Denver Bronco Roundup podcast. You know the pump house in Garfield, but you got your local pond, and they freeze up in the winter time, but you're afraid it could be thin ice, right? It's like running across the pond and falling through. Like it could happen at any time with this guy. Now you're saying he's got a back injury, Kurt. I'm concerned about Evan Ingram. Are you concerned about Evan Ingram?
You know what? I want to like retract something I said, right? Because I know a lot of people are saying he's the Joker, and I said he's the Joker, but really, like, he's not like the Joker that Sean Payton wants, right? Like, his Joker is a running back, right? Because if you look at it, who has his Joker's been? Reggie Bush, Alvin Kamara, the guys that you could spread them out wide, put them in the backfield, right? Like, so, I think we all got like fooled on that. So, but I'm concerned again, like, what do you have? 1 catch? I mean, it was a big catch, 3rd down catch. Like, that's on everybody. Listen, that's on Peyton. Get him involved. Get Cortland Sutton involved. Listen, it was nice for Franklin to do whatever, but think about like teams. We always say this, like, we're not going to win with Bo Nix and Franklin being our main cat. You're not going to win. You're not. You win with your stars. Our stars didn't show up. They didn't. Ingram didn't show up. Sutton didn't show up. We still scored 28 points. That's the scary part. You still scored 28 points. You got nothing from Sutton, nothing from Ingram. So that part is good, but I am concerned with Ingram.
We got Roy Osborne saying hello. Hey there, Kurt and Kenny.
Up, Roy.
Sorry I'm a bit late. Couple things going on. Here's what I say. Greenlaw, Ingram are the Jokers. Michael, back to the defense. We're wrapping up the defense. I didn't want to get this comment in. Broncos defense is the reason the Broncos will get far in the NFL playoffs. Defense wins championships. Kurt, you always say that.
Kenny, it has to be. It has to be. This isn't about an offense. You don't win like that. You win with the defense, like Michael's saying. And that's how we're built. That's the thing. How many games are we just – I'm sorry. If you are a great defense, let me ask you something right now, Kenny, okay? Let me ask you something. If you were a Bronco fan, or if you were on the Broncos staff, if I said to you, I'm going to give you a 2-point lead and your defense is on the field to close it out, or you're going to be down 2 and your offense can get the ball, what would you pick?
Defense.
Exactly. Not for nothing. Not that I'm saying my offense can't do it, but if you have the best defense, put them on the field. What? Stop. That game should have never happened. I'm telling you, Kenny, if people blame Will Lutz, I had zero confidence. If we went up by 5, they'd score a touchdown, they'd win the game.
Yeah, you can't blame Will Lutz. Will Lutz has been, that's probably going to be one of 2 kicks he misses all year.
No, I'm not blaming
The guy's accurate as can be.
I'm blaming the defense. This is on the defense.
Yeah,
100%.
I'm with you
Listen,
on that
and
too.
a little of the special teams, right? A little with the stupidity. Listen, and Peyton took blame for a 60-yard field goal. The guy never even kicked a 50-yard field goal. Why are you even rushing the kicker? Just turn your back and watch him miss it. So that is stupid. But this is 100% on the defense. The game is on the defense.
I'm with you. Is this a problem, Michael? PS2 said he was lazy against the Colts.
Yeah, that's a major problem. What is that?
Does that mean he's supposed to be a leader and the defensive player of the year?
Highest paid corner. What is that? What does that mean?
So you don't have to show up, in certain games, and So
they just didn't go at him. They picked on him on Sunday.
Yeah,
picked on him.
They're saying his leg was hurt, but he was out there. If you're out there, I don't want to hear that excuse that you were hurt either. No, that's just me. But let's move to the good, Kurt. A good that I saw. Did we see a coming out of Troy Franklin? If he didn't have the game he had, in my opinion, you'd be shut out.
No, he impressed, right? I mean, is he, quote unquote, the number 2 receiver? Well, we'll see. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say, I want to see a couple other weeks that he's doing, right? I want him to do it now, week in, week out. Sometimes he could disappear, right? But big game in the playoffs. He did it against Buffalo. Week 1 was, but hey, this was his coming out party. Let's see. Let's see. I like it. I can tell you that. We need it. We need a number 2 receiver. I like it.
Yep. Let's get some hellos in on opposite sides of the world. Our good friend Patrick Wiltsey. Aloha, Patrick. Lion Coffee. Best stuff on earth. Check out Patrick. Check out Patrick and Lion Coffee. Great stuff. And our friend Glenn Ashley out there in Australia, Kurt. I like this comment. Good afternoon, Kurt and Kenny. This is a really important division game. Revenge on the Chargers. We are 1-1. We had our worst defensive effort in some time. This was our what the heck result for the year, like the Chiefs last year. PS2 played his worst by far, improved offense.
Let me tell you this. This is the one silver lining. We win this game Sunday. Last Sunday's forgotten about, right? You're in first place. It's all forgotten about. If we lose this game Sunday, Kenny, we have a lot of worries. A lot of worries. Now, realistically, I'm just going to bring this up because we have Cincinnati after that. Then we have Philly. And then who do we have after Philly? Let me just bring this up.
Jacksonville?
Is it Jacksonville?
Because Giants is week 7.
Right. They go Jets, Giants. And they might go Jets, Giants. Let me just see something. Okay. Hold on. Yeah. So it goes Chargers, home versus Cincinnati, at Philly, Jets, right? So the Broncos have to be at worst 3-3 after those 6 games. It can't be worse than that. I want more 4-2, but they cannot be worse than 3-3. So we will see.
Yeah. You got Michael saying if J.K. Dobbins didn't spike the ball, the Broncos win the game.
That's a great point. I mean, when is enough of the stupidity? Too. When is enough with the stupidity? Yeah. You're trying to close out a game. You just make a nice run, and you're spiking the ball. Why? Like, what are you doing? Like, me? Seriously, we laugh. I say this to General Time. I'm finding that guy. I'm finding him as my stat. Like, I'm finding him $250,000. So it doesn't happen again. It doesn't happen again. Maybe even more. Like, that stuff cost you a game. I'm finding the guy. I'm finding the guy that the 15-yard penalty. What are you doing?
Yeah. What I'm doing when you're a position player like this, we got a rookie that we want to be our franchise running back. RJ Harvey's getting the start next week. And if RJ Harvey starts off really good, Dobbins ain't smelling the field. He'll get his couple spell plays, and
And
R.J.
then,
Harvey moves
and
forward.
then said,
This
see
is
ya.
how you teach them a lesson. You
Yeah.
know, you don't have
No, no, you
he's
know what?
not
No, no,
elite.
no. I'm teaching them a lesson in their paycheck, because that's what they're worried about. They're all about money. So you know what? You want to do something stupid? I'm $250,000, $500. Listen, you make $2 million, $3 million, $500,000 is a lot of money. You know what? Don't do it. Don't spike a ball. Don't do it. Don't create a personal foul. Don't do it.
Yeah, I mean the discipline all around the league.
All around the
It's
league.
getting
Stupid.
ridiculous. It's getting
Stupid.
ridiculous. You
Did you
know,
watch the Arizona Carolina game?
no,
Oh
no,
my God. Arizona had them like 4th and 20. It was just like a joke. Personal
no.
foul, this foul, that foul.
Well,
So just
I,
stop.
I watched I watched 21 penalties on the Giants, 14 accepted. That's what I watched. So it's all around the damn league, and it's getting out of hand. Until Roger Goodell steps up and maybe prevents some of this stuff,
But I
you
think
know,
the team's got to do it. Like the
yeah,
team's got to do it. Like, think about it. He didn't do what Dobbins didn't do anything wrong to the league. He cost the Broncos. He didn't cost the league. So Broncos should fine him. Fine him. You make him pay $250,000 for that spike. I could promise you this, Kenny. He'll never do that again. Even if he scores
no,
a touchdown, he ain't spiking the ball, because they don't want to lose money. That's what it is. See, that's the stuff that wouldn't fly with Bill Belichick. It just won't.
yeah, right. Peter saying, speaking of J.K. Dobbins, why didn't Peyton hand him the ball 20 plus times, Kurt? He averaged 5.6 a carry, he thinks.
Again, listen, our run game was good. Bo was good. Listen, we put up 28 points. 28 points. We should not lose the game with this defense to anybody. Anybody. I'm not even talking about the Colts. That's a joke. But any team in the league, you score 28, you should win that game.
Kurt Valenti's doppelganger, Mr. Ernie Mays saying hello. I swear, Ernie, I think you're Kurt on the West Coast. I can imagine how you were pissed off after this loss. Diehard fan. Love having you, Ernie.
When do
Go
I bring him
Broncos
on, Kenny?
country.
When do we bring him in?
Well, I think for the Chiefs game, that'll be a big one. I think Chiefs or Raiders.
No.
Those are both good rival games. I think Chiefs or Raiders. Ernie's got to make an appearance. Love having you, Ernie. Glenn's with you, Kurt. He's saying, I'm with Kurt Valenti. Fine him. We have to let him out. We have to let him out in on the Chargers, his former team. He will have been slammed in the review room and held to accountability.
That's it. Listen, fine him. And I'm not joking around. Like any personal, you're getting. Listen, I'm out for a pass interference. That stuff. Listen, that's football. A holding penalty. I'm not doing that. But a personal foul, spinning spiking the ball. It's not. It's got to get stopped. Think about it. You're in imagine if this was a playoff game and that's what you do and you lose a game like that.
Yeah.
Like we can say whatever we want about the field goal. Again, I wouldn't feel confident that if Lutz hits the field goal, we don't give up a touchdown. But I mean, what if it's a playoff game and now he doinks it because we should be up there 5 yards? I mean, seriously, come on. Like, what are you proving? Like, not for nothing. What has J.K. Dobbins done in his career? Seriously.
Not too much.
Who is he to be spiking the? What are you doing? What are you doing? Does he realize like he got signed late in the summer and nobody wanted him?
Right.
But now we're going to start spiking the ball? Like, come on. Stop.
Roy's saying there were quite a few other contributing factors, so blame the whole team, is what Roy's saying.
I'm still putting majority of blame on the defense. I'm sorry. You played the Colts. The Colts are not a good team. Daniel Jones is not a good quarterback. Let's be realistic. I gave you a lead. I gave you a 2 point. I'm sorry. I gave you a 2-point lead. Listen, I didn't give the Colts the ball inside my 10-yard line. They still had to move the ball 40 yards to be in field goal range. And you know what? They let them do it. So all game, they didn't punt. They didn't punt once. That's an embarrassment on this defense. An embarrassment.
Yeah. Patrick says he'd rather lose like this than the Miami or Christmas fiasco.
I mean, yeah, but listen, I don't want to lose. This team shouldn't be losing to these teams. That's the problem. You should not be losing to the Indianapolis Colts. I'm sorry. Your talent is so much better than them on every level. Every level. Head coach included.
Glenn giving us a little tidbit here on Australian football. We, as a playing group in Australian football, have a fine system for penalties
Love
or
it.
sanctions.
Love
The
it.
group
Love it.
hold each other
Love it.
accountable.
Love it. I'm telling you, that's what
And
I
then,
would do.
and
That's what
as
I
you
would do.
say, a match payment goes into the player's end of season trip fund. That would be 4 games worth.
Let me explain something to you, right? J.K. Dobbins isn't going to cost Sean. What he did isn't going to cost Sean Payton his job, right? Because he's Sean Payton. But just say he did that on the Miami Dolphins. You think Mike McDaniels might get fired for that? And you lose the game. You think Mike McDaniels can get fired for that?
Possibly, yes.
So let me ask you something. Is he impacting that head coach's career?
Yes.
Is he impacting the whole coaching staff? Because if Mike McDaniels gets fired, the whole coaching staff gets fired, right? So
Yes.
it's impacting their wallets, their money. So you know what? Take it out with his money. You want to do
Yes.
that? And no 70,000, 250,000. Second offense, 500,000. That's how I'm doing it. That way, they'll never do it again. I can promise you, J.K. Dobbins, if you find him $250,000, he will never spike the ball. He'll never get a personal foul. That's how you do it. Same thing with the guy. What's his name? Like Jalen Carter. Same. That Matt. I'm taking $1 million from that. Spit on somebody, national team, $1 million is coming. That's it. That's it. He will. You think he's going to do it again to spit for $1 million?
No.
He ain't doing
No.
it. He ain't doing
Listen, I work in a
it.
hospital.
Going to
And
stop.
that guy should have been fined a lot of money and
It's a
suspended
joke.
for
It's a
multiple
joke.
games because you can transport diseases
Of
through
course.
spit. So
Especially
you know
everything we've just went through. And
everything we went through
we're gonna
and
spit on people?
saliva is a big contact. A lot of diseases you could catch from saliva. So yeah, instead
Put Glenn's comment up,
instead
Kenny.
we instead we punish the players that are betting cricket.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Right.
You know,
Right. Put
which one? The
Glenn's comment.
Colts.
Yeah.
The Colts should not score 18 points against us.
100%. That I'm telling you, I don't care who I'm playing. If I score 20 points, Broncos should win the game with their defense. Defense should not give up more than 20 points, 19 points per game.
Ernie says we shouldn't have lost to any team.
No.
Pearl, what thoughts on this, Kurt? Because I know you're a big Shaw Payne guy. She feels he might be on the hot seat after this year.
Yeah, I'm with her. And why not?
If he doesn't start winning, she's saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Kenny, we're spending a lot of money on this team.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of money with him.
And Peter's saying spitting is the biggest insult. I'd rather be punched in the face.
It is. It is an insult. But you know what? Again, they're not going to discipline. The team's not going to discipline it. The league's not going to discipline it. That's why these people. That's why they're just going to do it. They're going to
And
do it.
it's not just football. It's all sports.
All sports.
Yeah.
All sports.
Somebody steps up and does something.
We laugh all you want about the Dallas Mavericks. Remember the Adam Silver? I'm going to stop tanking. They weren't even playing guys. They were playing guys picking them from the YMCA, putting them on there. Okay, you get the pick. They didn't do anything. What'd they do?
Yeah.
Nothing. Tank
Let's,
again.
I got one for you. We just talked. Pearl said Sean Payton might be on the hot seat after this year. Did you catch on the sidelines? Because I did. 2 weeks in a row now. First week, Bo Nix in the middle of the field pointing out Lucas Kroll for not, pretty much yelling at him on the field. And then last week, arguing with the head coach, Sean Payton. What's your thoughts on the argument on the sidelines, Kurt? I don't want to say argument, but, the disagreement.
I don't mind that. I really don't. I remember watching the Giants when I was younger, and Parcells and Sims used to be in their face. And listen, that's sports, right? I liked what Sean Payton, I liked what Bo Nix did the first week with Lucas Kroll. Listen, that's 3rd and 7 or whatever it was, 3rd and 6, right? They're in a zone defense. Sit down. Why are you constantly running out of his zone? You're running into coverage. If you sit down, Bo Nix can roll it to you for a first down. It's again, he didn't know what he was doing. He couldn't read the coverage. It cost them a first down. That could cost you in a big game. That could cost you a game. I don't have a problem with him and Sean Payton getting in their face, each other's face. I don't. I like it. I actually like it. I think you need a quarterback that's going to challenge, can challenge your head coach. I'm not saying every series, but I mean, right. Once in a while, I like it.
Okay. Let's see what else I got for you, Kurt. Let's see. We got Want to answer this one from Peter? It's early. I want to do this later on. Kerpo, you can give us what scares you most
Oh,
about the Chargers?
here they come in double tight end and an unbalanced set running right down our throats. That's what scares me because Harbaugh is doing it. Like I said it. We don't have Brandon Staley this week to mess things up. Mr. Harbaugh is going to line right up and say, "Here we come, Broncos. Let's see if you can." We couldn't stop it versus Buffalo. We couldn't stop it versus Indianapolis. Let's see if we're going to see it.
You know what scares me a little bit? Derwin James. He's a legit corner in this league. And, Cortland Sutton only had one catch last week. So
You're not
that,
scared
that
of
kind
them. You're not scared of them
Oh
running.
yeah, no, I didn't want to take the same as you. I'm just giving
Okay.
something else I'm scared about. Yeah, yeah.
I'm not
I know
even.
some people
I'm
are.
frightened for that.
Yep.
Frightened. We
We'll
can't
get into
stop
some.
anybody's run game.
We'll do our keys in a few minutes because I got a couple good ones too. But a couple more. Ernie saying the Chargers are weak. See, Ernie's like you on the West Coast. I could see his passion. It'll be an epic show having Ernie on with you. Uh,
See, Chargers scare me, Kenny, because why does the Chargers scare me? They play how, like, I know you win in this league. Run the ball,
yeah,
play defense. Like they run the ball. That's scary. When you have a team committed to run the ball, listen, it's hard to defend, man. Like that's why think about it. Philly is just so good. I was watching that game too. And it's so hard to defend them because you have to commit to stopping that run. Once you commit to stopping that run, now, okay. And listen, Spagnuolo did it in the Super Bowl. He did it last week. Like, okay, listen, I got to put an eighth man. I got to put a ninth man in the box. And now it's just like, okay, you got these weak corners from Kansas City having to guard A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. It's so hard to stop it, all because they run the football.
I got one for you, and then we'll get into this week's game. 2 weeks in, it's early in the season, but besides R.J. Harvey's 50-yard run, I want to talk about the rookies a little bit on this team because I do have some small concerns about some of these rookies. R.J. Harvey, in my opinion, is going to be a boom or bust. He may run 10 for 12 and then break that 50, and that's what we saw against the Titans. Peyton only ran him 5 times in week 2. A little concerning for me. We'll start with him. How concerned are you about R.J. Harvey? Him not using R.J. Harvey this week like he should.
Well, you asking me, am I concerned that they're not using him, or am I concerned about R.J. Harvey, the player?
Concerned that they're not using him.
I am concerned. I am concerned about, again, it's why this team still needs to upgrade in the running back position when we don't have. Again, I'm just New Orleans, keep losing, baby, keep losing, because that's the true joker. The true joker in his offense is Reggie Bush, Alvin Kamara. It's the guys that can line up wide, the guys that I can get the ball on a quick screen pass, out of the backfield. He can run. Like, that's the true guy. Like, he's the true joker. Like, Harvey should be the true joker. It's not Ingram. It's not. Like, Ingram, okay, well, Ingram's going to line up in a slaughter. Like, he's like a wide receiver. The problem is when you get the matchups and now it's like, okay, I have I'm in a 2-back set, right? I'm in a 2-back set. I wish we run a 2-back set sometimes. And now it's okay, I'm flexing Harvey out. And now Alex Singleton is covering out is covering RJ Harvey. That's the mismatch you want. That's the joker. That's where you get your advantage when you move him out. You're not getting an advantage. Okay, I'm moving Evan Ingram. They know Evan Ingram when you come in. Evan Ingram isn't your typical tight end, right? So they know he's not going to be a tight end blocking. They know. So, all right, put a nickel on him. Put another D-back on him. That's the joker part. Like, that's what he has to do with Harvey. Get him some touches, obviously as a running back, but get him in the slot. Get him outside. Get him matched up on. Did you see the play where they just hit Jonathan Taylor up the right sideline against our line? I mean, it was basically like the Bronco defense wasn't on the field. Our linebackers was 20 yards below him. That's what we got to do. That's where we have to get RJ Harvey. It might not be RJ Harvey 25 rushes, but get him touches. Get him 12, 16, 18. Get him touches all kinds of different ways. I like that he's like kick returning now. I like that. Get the ball in this kid's hands.
Well, like you said, we were talking a couple minutes ago about the spike. Sean Payton, old school coach, should be a disciplinarian. RJ Harvey should get the start this week. And if RJ Harvey has a good first series, I don't look back. RJ Harvey's my back in this game. So I expect more from RJ Harvey this week and going forward. It's time. It's time. He shows what he can do, and he can get the open space. He shows what he can do. Time to get him more involved, and it starts this week in an important game. A couple more hellos. We got Trevor coming in. Trevor, what's up, Trevor? Justin Herbert played well last year against the Broncos. Herbert could very well be a problem this week. Harbaugh also allows Herbert to be himself too. Harbaugh is a smart coach, very smart coach.
Great coach.
You know, and then my other friend and co-host on Rocky Mountain Sports Network, Denver Bronco Roundup, says Keith Brugman, the Chargers are not running the ball. Herbert is number 3 and in the odds for MVP.
That means nothing. The Chargers are definitely going to run the ball. It's anybody's. Listen to me. If I was North Carolina and I was playing the Broncos, I'm going to try to run the ball. Because, again, I have no faith in our defensive coordinator. We can't stop the run. We're weak against the run. And that means that Herbert is number 3 in the odds for MVP. That means nothing. Kenny, I'll say this to you again. Okay? This is where we use the word fake news. And I say it with scoops all the time. All that stuff is fake. QBR. Just stop. Like they said the other day. This is why I give Scoops' Eagles all the respect in the world. It's about winning. Take the stats and throw them out. They mean nothing. All I heard from some of the Colorado people, you ain't going to win throwing for 200 yards. No. We don't even throw. The Eagles don't even need to throw for 200 because you run the ball and play defense. Don't worry about stats. Russell Wilson, 450. They lost. What does it mean? Russell Wilson's got a better QBR than Mahomes. What does it mean? What, right? Like, see, this is where if I said to all those people, yeah, I gotta bring something up real quick, Kenny. Real quick. This is where
Michael Ronquillo, we're getting the rant. I love it. Let's go.
This is where I call everybody's garbage, right? Everybody's garbage. Let me ask you something, Kenny. If I gave you $1 million and I said to me, listen, you have to win. You could win. I'm going to give you $1 million if you win, you win a Super Bowl. Just start naming me quarterbacks that you would take.
That are playing now or in history?
Playing now.
Mahomes.
Okay.
Josh Allen.
Okay.
I would take Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Jalen Hurts.
Okay. Jalen Hurts is number 10 in QBR. Number 10. You're going to pick 9 guys over him? What does that mean? Look at Jalen Hurts. Want to hear Jalen Hurts' stats this year?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you Jalen Hurts' stats this year. Okay? Here we go. 19 for 23, 152 yards, no touchdowns.
Check down that day.
Okay. Last week, 15 for 22. You ready for this one? 101 yards. How many touchdowns?
2.
None.
But they won the game.
Is he washed? Is he no good?
No.
Would you not take him?
No.
You know what about it? Who cares about the stats? Who cares I'm an MVP? Who cares? You know what matters? Rings to him. That's why they're the best organization in football right now, the Eagles. They do things the right way. The stats don't mean nothing. What do they mean? Think about it. Let me ask something. Would you, and I'm a Russell Wilson person, is there anywhere in the world you would take Russell Wilson over Jalen Hurts?
No, not at this
I'm
point of
not.
his career. I'm taking
I'm
Jalen
not.
Hurts.
I'm not now.
Not
But
now.
he threw for 400. What does it mean? Nothing. Means
Mm-mm.
absolutely. You know what it means? Your defense stinks. That's what
Yep.
it means. It
Yep.
means your defense stinks. That's what it means, and you're not going to win as a team because your stats mean not. Don't ever look at QBR. That is the biggest farce, and it's like people are bored that have to do that. It's bored because it doesn't matter. That just proves to you the best team in football are the Eagles. They're not even throwing for 100. They're not even throwing for 120 yards, and nobody can beat them. Nobody can beat them because they do things right. They're like, what are they? 18-1 in his last start.
Yeah. Comment from Trevor and then a question from Jody.
Okay.
Trevor, not sure why the Broncos drafted Harvey in the second round if he can't see the field right away. It's been disappointing so far. Dobbins can't be the only running back that Peyton relies on.
Listen, I told you. Think about it. That's a second round pick. And everyone's crying, oh, let's trade down and get 6th and 7th. Listen, garbage picks, throw them away. Go get players. This is where it comes down to, again, spending money on people that aren't worth it. Worrying about, I got to get this draft pick and 9 draft picks. I told you. Kenny, how many people play? We said this last week. How many people play that Bronco rookies?
How many people play? None. None are starting. Even
Right,
Jahdae Barron's not getting much time.
okay, how many play?
Barron and Harvey.
Right, 2. But there's people who
Bryant.
want to go get more picks. Go get more
Hey,
6 and 7.
let's not we're forgetting Crawshaw plays. He's the only punter on the team.
Right. But don't catch. That's the.
No, I know. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Any punter's going to play.
I'm
So
kidding.
two guys came and get the peel. But there's people who still want get us more picks, more 7. It's a waste. It's a waste. You think right now? Let me ask you something. Would you trade Jahdae Barron and RJ Harvey to move up to go get Ashton Janty or go get? Would you do that?
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Those people, we can't trade picks for Christian McCaffrey. No. Listen to me. Right now, if you come up to me and say you're R1 next year for McCaffrey, I will take off of work for 2 days and I'll run it to San Francisco. Run it there. Why? Because that's how you win. Enough of this. Well, look what we got. I drafted him in the 7th and developed him. Just stop.
You get 1 or 2 a year in the NFL, not on every team.
Right, 1 or 2, right. But not on a team like this.
Right.
Not on a team like this. Look what you're just saying. You can't have your top 2 guys can't crack the lineup. But people want to draft 6th and 7th round guys to crack the lineup.
Oh, I've been saying your other 2 guys, Q Robinson and Savion Jones, can't even get off the practice.
No,
Can't even
they're not gonna.
Inactives.
They're not gonna.
We got a few minutes left, Kurt, before I want to get into this week's game. So let's hit the chat. Jody, our good friend Jody Moncrief over there, also Denver Bronco Roundup, my co-host as well. Kurt, how hot is Vance Joseph's seat?
Boiling hot. And it should be boiling hot. Listen, I'm gonna tell. I'm serious. Listen, but this is the silver lining. Jim Leonard had chances to go interview for defensive coordinator positions. He turned them down. Right? Why would you turn a defensive coordinator position? Big time money, a step, because there's a wink somewhere of when things go wrong, you're sliding in. And you know what? If that performance again happens in the next 2 weeks, one of the next 2 weeks, and listen, if it would have happened with Joe Burrow, Lord, if that happens with Jake Browning, oh my God, I'm firing him in the third quarter of the game. But this week we get run for again for 160, 180. Just do it on Monday, because it cannot go on. It cannot go on.
Peter,
and let me ask you something. Should it be? I'm asking you.
Should it be? I missed it.
Hot.
About yeah, it should be. It should be heating up for sure. If you continue to have these performances with a top defense, your seat's got to go. The head coach gets away sometimes. Like I use the Giants in a lot of examples. Brian Dable's seat is lava hot right now, but the coordinator is going to be the first to go. So the
Right.
coordinator goes first, but like Pearl was saying earlier, Peyton's seat may get hot at the end of the year. Yes, but at the
Yeah.
end of the year, right now in
Right.
the early part, if you got a guy that's ready to come in, you may see an early change,
Yeah.
especially if you're on a playoff contender like the Broncos.
Kenny,
You
it's just
could.
what game. Listen, I'm not counting the Titans. I'm sorry. I'm just. I mean, I'm not. Listen, what we said last week, a win's a win, stuff like that. But he failed against the Chargers last year. He failed against the Bengals last year. He failed against Buffalo last year. He failed against the when is he successful? When does he win a big game defensively? When? Seriously. When?
Yep.
When?
I
I'm
said this
sorry.
earlier. I said this earlier with my friends Keith and Jody. I follow a Giants podcast on Giants stream on YouTube. Marshall Green, Giants Chat Now. Go check them out. They got a Broncos show on there also, so I highly recommend Chat Sports. They got a Broncos show on there. They do a good job. He said, good coaches adapt to their players' strengths. Bad coaches are stuck on their scheme.
100%.
It's the
100%.
most truest statement I've ever heard. I heard in a very long time. It makes all the sense in the world.
Of course.
All right. If the Broncos come out this week, and have that same performance, and the Chargers run down their throat, that's a problem. That's a coach not adapting to his
Kenny,
players' strengths.
and Sean Payton said this, and this was good. Is that Sean Payton said this because this is like the wheels are in motion here. How many busted coverages? See, like when you have a busted coverage, right? Like, listen, if I just throw the ball up and you make a better catch, you live with it and stuff like that, right? Like, hey, throw it up. Jamar Chase makes a great play over Riley Moss. Hey, tip your hat, he's a better player. But when you have a busted coverage, that's on the coordinator. That shouldn't happen, right? It shouldn't. Guys just running free. Jonathan Taylor running up the sideline. Like, people looking at each other like, I mean, that's coaching, that's scheme, that's, and give credit to the Colts. They out scheme you, right? Like if your defense, you just don't look as an offensive coordinator and just say, well, let's run it and see if it defends it. Like you look and say, this is their weakness. We're going to confuse them on this. I don't think they're going to be able to handle this. And when it's just wide open, listen, give the Colts credit. They saw it on film. They know his defense can't do it. Come on. Like, come on. I mean, am I wrong? Wait, am I wrong?
No. I'm not disagreeing with you. And usually we disagree on some stuff. I'm not. Graham's saying it's a third-degree burn hot seat for him.
It should be. It should be.
Two questions. I'll hit Graham's up first. Who could be a possible replacement for Singleton, Kurt?
I mean, can I say Greenlaw?
Greenlaw. Drew Sanders coming back.
Yes, that's my guy. That's my guy. Because you know what? He can run. Listen, he can run. Again, they need a linebacker. They need a linebacker that can cover. He cannot cover. If he cannot cover, he should not be in the game, right? Teams aren't just going to go and say, oh, Singleton, and let's just run at him. No, they're not. They're going to put him on an island. He can't cover a tight end. He can't cover a running back. He is such a issue to have. I'm going to be honest with you. He shouldn't play anymore. Honestly, for us, he shouldn't play. Maybe you want to put him on a third and short, fourth and short. He's a good run stopper. He cannot play. It puts us on such an island with him because you have to cover for him. You have to help out with him because he can't cover anyway. What's the point of him playing? Drew Sanders, Kenny, is the guy. He's the guy. We're not picking guys off the street or you know what? Trade for somebody. Go trade for somebody right now. Go trade meaningless draft picks next year and go get yourself an inside linebacker.
How about this? Hufanga gets the green dot over Singleton. I don't care if he's a safety.
Yep. 100%. But where's the creativity, right? This is what bothers me. 3rd and 5, 2nd and 7. Where is the, move up Hufanga to the linebacker spot, put Barron in. Like, where is that? That's creativity. That's what I want. Get him off the field, Singleton. Barron can do it all. Well, I want to see him. I want to see him in the field. I want to see him in the field. I want to see Hufanga at the safety. Just like, remember Powell, what's his name? Troy, what's his name? The Steeler guy. What's the Steeler guy?
Palomalo.
Put him on the linebacker. That's a defense coordinator. Not us. We this is what we do. This is what we do. He's got to go. He's got to go. He's got to go. I'm telling you, the defensive coordinator, it has to be switched to Jim Leonard within the next 2 weeks, or the Broncos are not going to be a legit contender. We're not going to be with him as defensive coordinator. It's scheme. It's all scheme.
All right, Kurt. One more question, and then we'll we'll talk about the game coming up, predictions, keys to the game, open agenda for questions on the Charger game. But Trevor wants to know, special teams haven't been good for 2 straight weeks now.
Nope.
Is that hot seat for Rizzi? And, is special teams coach Darren Rizzi on the hot seat? ? Look how many errors that there have been. Rizzi is a Peyton guy. It doesn't look good so far.
Kenny, you know me. Everyone's on the hot seat. Like, you have Super Bowl aspirations. You can't just do, again, I'm going to say this. If Will Lutz hits that field goal, I am not confident at all. The Colts come down, go for it. Listen, you couldn't stop the Colts on 3 downs. You're going to stop them on 4 downs when they have to go for it? They score down, they score a touchdown, they win the game. That's what was going to happen. I just have zero confidence in the defense with Vance Joseph making an adjustment. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Here it is. Keith just said it. Blitz with no adjustments was the death of this defense last week.
No adjustments. None. I want to see different schemes. I want to see something different. Like, that's what I want to say. I'm sorry. I do. I don't want to see Alex Singleton covering tight ends this week and running backs. I don't want to see it, because you know what? One of Harbaugh's big mismatches. Listen, he did it in Michigan. He did it in San Fran. Is he gets the running backs on those linebackers, and that's what he does. He's never really had like big time receivers like in all his teams. It was always get your backs on the linebackers. That's what he's going to do. He's going to pick this defense apart this week. Pick them apart.
Well said, Kurt. Why don't we get into that game? Broncos coming off a loss. Chargers, as I said earlier, 2-0, starting the season off on the road in Brazil, beat the AFC champs, the Chiefs. They come back and they beat a hostile environment in Las Vegas after the Raiders started off 1-0. And pretty much it was never in doubt, in my opinion. They made Geno Smith look bad. Okay? Couple of my notes here for you. Yes, Chargers defense looked very good, but Khalil Mack got banged up. So you got to watch out there. My biggest one, and I'm going to let Kurt take over. Remember this name, Trey Pipkins III. Who is he, you may ask? He's going to be the right tackle for the LA Chargers. Division III out of Sioux Falls College. Nick Bonito better have the game of his life against this guy. There better be overload blitzes on that left side where this guy don't know where he's doing, and he's pointing left, pointing right, pointing to the sky. Who do I block? I'm
going to tell you what they're going to do.
So that's just mine, Kurt, and I'll let you take over.
I'm going to answer this, because this is what a good staff does. They know, right? Because just how you said, Vance Joseph's going to say, oh, Nick Bonito against him is going to be easy. No. You're going to have a tight end there. You're going to have maybe 2 tight ends there. You're going to have a back going there. He better have in his plans, if you do that, I'm going to overload blitz the other way. That's where I'm going to come from, because you're going to help there. I'm coming here. Don't figure that out in the third quarter. Right out of the get-go. Because if it's 3rd and 8, I could guarantee you Harbaugh's not keeping that kid on an island with Nick Bonito. So what you better do is, that's fine. I know you're going to be protecting there. I'm coming to get you this side. But he won't do it. He won't do it. Okay, go get him, Benito. And Benito will have 3 guys on him. That's the stupid. Again, listen, I'm going to say this one more time. The move has to be made. The move has to be made soon, because you're just delaying the, what is it? The reality of what's going to happen. He's not, listen, we're not going to win a championship with him as defensive coordinator. It's not going to happen. The sooner it happens, the better we're going to be.
Well, yeah, Michael, I stand corrected, Kurt. The guy, Pipkins, is the blindside tackle for the Chargers.
It's not going to matter.
Joe Alt's the right tackle. Yeah. And all right, before I get the keys of the game, do a couple quick hitters for you. Kurt, you still in bed with Peyton, or has he moved out to the couch?
No, I'm still in bed with Sean. I'm going to be listen, wait. I'm going to be really in bed with Sean when he makes Jim Leonard to DC. Then I'm in big time bed with him. Oh, yeah.
Vance Joseph getting evicted, he's saying.
Yeah.
Better chance. We'll do this, and then I want your keys to the game and a prediction from you, Kurt. Better chance at a win, the Titans' replay performance or the Colts' repeat performance? I'll say the Titans.
Wait. Is he asking what do I think is going to happen?
Better chance if Broncos win with a performance like they had against the Titans or if they had against the Colts. I'm going to go Titans because at least defense showed up against the Titans.
Me too.
Because the defense showed up against the Titans.
Me too.
Yeah, Graham, that's what I thought too. It says the depth chart on ESPN says Alt is on the left. So yeah, definitely. I said that wrong. I said, Pipkins on the right. We'll see. Kurt, give me some of your keys to the game for the Broncos, and let's get your prediction.
Listen,
and audience, give us your prediction too.
My key is going to start with this. I'll argue. Listen, you better stop the run this week. This guy is not going to come out throwing it 50 times with Harbaugh. He's not going to do that. And think about it, why would he? Why would he? You just watched the team get torched in the run game, torched. We couldn't stop anybody. Why would you do anything but run? Seriously. I'm not giving this defensive coordinator respect that he's going to make an adjustment. His next adjustment is his first adjustment. Come on. Stop the run. You know what? Again, if we stop the run and Herbert beats us in the air, you tip your cap and you say, hey, you're better than us. But let me ask you something. If you stop the run and you make them throw, aren't we supposed to have the defensive player of the year? I mean, who am I worried about? Listen, I like McConkey. I'm not going to lie. I like him.
But he's more of a slot guy.
He's more of a slot. But, like, you're going to tell me Pat Surtain can't cover
Quentin Johnston?
Keenan Allen? Are you joking? Listen to me. We didn't have any receivers, and we didn't even look at Keenan Allen. You're going to be afraid of Keenan Allen? Quentin Johnston? I mean, stop. Seriously. If we can't, I'm not even joking around. I'm not joking around. If we're worried about those guys, what are we going to do the following Monday night? Luckily, it's not Joe Burrow. But how are we stopping those guys? Well, we don't stop them because last year they didn't punt. So what are we going to do? If we can't stop Johnson and Keenan Allen, what are we going to do for Chase and Higgins? Seriously. I'm not even trying to be funny. Don't even practice punt return. We're not going to punt return. We might kickoff return, but we're not going to punt return. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. This should be taking candy from a baby compared to what we got to face. Then after that, we got to go face Devonta Smith and A.J. Brown.
And Barkley and the tush push. How are you going to stop the run there?
But we're going to be worried about these guys we're going to see on Sunday? The C squad? The C squad guys? Let me ask you something. I'm not even trying to be funny. Would these guys even play on our team?
Player. McConkey would.
Oh, yeah, but don't take McConkey. I'm talking about the other two guys. Keenan
Johnston.
Allen doesn't make the roster. Who's he making the roster over? Seriously. Well, I mean, the Denver Bronco Roundup guys didn't want him. They didn't want him. But now it's understand they didn't want him, but we have to fear him. Why would we fear somebody we didn't want? Remember? They didn't want Keenan Allen. Let the young guys play. Develop. So go back to that. Answer that to me. That's my question of the night. They didn't want him. Let our young guys develop. He's washed. But we can't cover him. We're effed Sunday then. We're effed. We're effed. Going forward, next Monday, I might work the board meeting then. Because I don't know what we're going to do. If we're afraid of Quentin Johnson, or Marion Hampton, Najee Harris, and Keenan Allen, I really don't know what we're going to do the following 2 weeks. I'm dead. We better call the 2015 team back because we're in major trouble. And I'm serious. I'm not trying. Like, what are we going to do? How can we be afraid of this team? These guys don't make, seriously, these receivers, Keenan Allen probably, I'm not joking.
He just signed a month ago.
Keenan Allen probably can't make 7 NFL rosters. He wouldn't make your roster. Seriously, he wouldn't make the Giants.
I hate to agree with you, but it's probably the reason why we didn't sign him.
Let me ask you something. Obviously, Neighbors is better. Robinson's better. Slayton's better. Where would he play? But we're afraid. We're afraid of somebody we didn't want to spend. We want to go get. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Listen, I'm just going to be honest with you. We're in trouble the next 2 weeks if we can't stop this offense. Because they're not good.
I'm expecting.
They're not good.
I am expecting a lower scoring game. I am. My score prediction is going to be 23-20 Broncos. You're going to have about 30 to 35% Bronco fans over there. They travel well. Listen, my take on it though, if the Chargers beat the Broncos, that's 3 division wins to start the season. That's hard. 2 road games and then a third one against the Broncos, which is not going to be a complete home game for the Chargers because the Bronco fans show up well there. If they pull out a victory against the Broncos, watch out. This could be a sleeper team to win the AFC.
Yeah, listen, I'm going
to say the Broncos pull out the win, Kurt, 23-20.
Yeah.
And this guy Pipkins is going to be the difference why the Bronco defense is going to feed off him. And we're going to finally get a showing from John Franklin Myers. I haven't heard his name in 2 weeks. Contract year. You want to make some money.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You want to make some money.
Right, yeah.
It's time you show up.
He wants an extension. Yeah, okay. The only extension I'm giving him is a phone extension. Extension. I wouldn't give him a penny. Get out of here. It's extension.
Let me get some predictions of the scores, Kurt, and then we'll get you.
Let me just get back to this though, real quick, okay? Seriously, we win this game this week. The Colts game gets thrown away because now you're in first place. You're in first in the division with the win over the Chargers already. The Chiefs are shot. Chiefs are going to lose Sunday night. They're shot. Listen, this puts us in a great spot, right? So that's what's at stake. We lose this game, our season can go south fast. If we lose this game, if our defense gives up, 150 yards rushing, if we give up, 27 points to this team, seriously, they might have to make a move for the defensive coordinator like Monday. Because you cannot allow this. Like you're going to go play Cincinnati. You're going to go play Philly. This isn't, these JV guys. It's not. Those are legit players. These aren't. They're not. Sorry. They're not. This team has a great coach. And they do it the right way. But they have a great coach. That's what's scary. That's what scares me. If you put Harbaugh against Vance Joseph, that's like going to a fight. The one side has 8 bats, the other side has toothpicks. It's unfair. It's unfair.
That was
So
the line. That
it
was the
scares
line
me.
of the night. 8
What?
hats against 8 toothpicks. I
Yeah,
like
I
it.
mean, but that's what that. Let me ask you something, Kenny. If your life depended on it, or you can win money, you're putting your money behind Vance Joseph or Jim Harbaugh.
Jim Harbaugh.
That exactly.
He's won a national championship, and he's turned this Chargers team
Listen,
around, and they're playing
that's what
with
we're
high
gonna face
energy.
on Sunday. That's what this is gonna come down to Sunday. That's what it's gonna come. That's listen. Harbaugh's the play caller, right? Harbaugh runs the offense, right? And our guy runs the defense. It's not. This isn't Sean Payton versus Jim Harbaugh. That's the scary part for Sunday. That's the part
Couple
you're gonna bring.
predictions. Couple predictions, and then we'll get yours.
Listen, I'm gonna go. Oh, go ahead.
Graham, 24-21 Broncos. Ernie, 31-22 Broncos. We got one going for the Chargers. Peter Johnson. Our offense can't score on this Chargers defense. 24-12. Yikes. And then a couple comments came in. The Broncos are in trouble from Trevor. If they keep turning the ball over, have to keep Herbert off the field as much as possible. Ernie, I think Kurt will like this one. This will be the last one, and then we'll get Kurt's prediction. The Chargers are boring, from Ernie. All right, Kurt, give us your prediction and final thoughts.
I've gone back and forth on this, but you know what? I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't have confidence on the defensive side of the ball, Kenny. I don't. Again, a win here wipes everything out what happened last week. But I just gave you the matchup that's going to happen. Offense versus defense, the play caller versus the coordinator. Not a fan of it. Personally, I think we get run all over. I think they put up close to 30 points. I think by Monday night, Jim Leonard is your defensive coordinator. I think it happens. And it has to happen. We give up 30 points. We give up 20. It's got to happen. So again, this is not. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to be real. This is not an offensive team that should worry anybody. It shouldn't. Again, if this worries you, I mean, don't even show up Monday night or in the following Sunday because you're talking about
their tight end, Will Dissly. We didn't even mention him. That's scaring you. Like you said, this offense should not scare you.
I mean, that scares you.
Vance Joseph should have the upper hand in this, like you said.
Honestly, this team shouldn't score 17 points on us. They shouldn't. So we're gonna see. I hope I'm wrong. I think we lose. I just have no confidence on the defensive side of the ball. I don't want to hear about Bo Nix. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. This team is built on defense. This team is supposed to be the best defense in football. You got run out of the building at Indianapolis against a journeyman quarterback. You know what? You're playing a team where, I like Justin Herbert. You're playing a team that has no weapons. You have Ladd McConkey. Honestly, anybody else, I don't even know if I would want him on the Broncos. I'm dead serious. I don't know if I would. I'm definitely not taking Keenan Allen. I'm not taking that tight. Our tight end's bad. He might not even play. I'm serious. I'm not taking anybody.
We can go back and forth for a while on this roster. You make great points, all around. When the draft came up, I know Michael Ronquillo. I'll use Michael as an example. Keith. A lot of people didn't like Amarion Hampton. They wanted Henderson. They wanted Harvey over Hampton. So you look at the rookie running backs. Is this roster from the Chargers offense better than the Broncos offense? It's not. Like Kurt's saying.
No.
Tight end is better. Engram over Dissly. We just said
right.
Dissly. Cortland Sutton or Ladd McConkey. I'm taking Cortland Sutton. Your number 2, I'm taking Mims over Quentin Johnston. I'm taking this Broncos offense over the Chargers offense. Right. If like you said, if they put up 20 in the high 20s to 30s, watch out, Vance Joseph. I'm with you.
Kenny, this honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. This should just be stop the run, go get them. We're gonna see. Listen, I hope I'm wrong. I never pick against the Broncos, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't have the confidence.
You're a true fan.
I don't have the confidence on the defensive. Right. What I saw Sunday, I don't have the confidence because that team stinks too. That's not a good enough.
Don't believe in the Colts. I don't want to hear
That's
Colts.
an offensive team. If I'm worried
Believe it.
about Michael Pittman and Pierce and Josh Downs, I mean, don't get me wrong. Taylor's good, the tight end I like. But those receivers, we can't cover those guys. I'm listen to me. I don't know what they're going to do the next 2 weeks.
Well, all right, we'll get into it. We got the game Sunday. Go Broncos! Thank you everybody for tuning in. Great show, audience. You were great. We'll see everybody next Wednesday for an episode, and let's hope Kurt was wrong and Broncos get the win. That's the most important thing.
Listen, you proved me wrong. Get it done, and we're in first place. And last week goes bye-bye.
That's it.
It comes down to.